Okay, can you introduce yourself?
Hi, my name is Nicole. I am a junior at Duke University, and I'm a double major in International Comparative Studies and Political Science, and I'm trying to get an Arabic minor. And I studied abroad fall 2014 in Sydney, Australia.
Great. So can you tell us why you decided to do a study abroad program?
There's actually a lot of factors. I grew up in a military family, so I moved around a lot, and I'm really used to not staying in one place for a long time. So I really wanted to have that same type of experience in college, and even though 4 years in one place is great and has its perks, I wanted to get away from the Duke bubble and my comfort zone and try something new by studying abroad.
Great. So while you were in Sydney, Australia, what do you think you learned while you were there that you couldn't have learned if you had just stayed on campus?
That's a great question. I think that the most important thing that I learned was just how to live on my own. Even being away from school at Duke, I still felt like I was in a type of bubble where I was not babied, but I wasn't exactly on my own. And in Sydney, I was living on my own. I had my own apartment. I had to cook my own meals and basically start anew, find new friends. And so I think that the learning experience wasn't necessarily academic, but it was more of a personal journey that I don't think that I could have gotten staying at Duke.
Okay, great. Were there any instances where you dealt with discrimination or felt like people had perceived, notions of who you were as an American or otherwise, and how did you deal with that if it happened?
Going to Sydney, I honestly thought it was just gonna be oh, it's just gonna be great. It's gonna be just like America. But actually, when I actually got to Sydney, it was a little bit different because there wasn't as much diversity as I saw in the United States. So honestly, it was culture shock at first because there's not very many people of color. So that was hard to deal with at first. But it really helped me to find who I am as a person of color and just explore that side of who I am.
Okay, great. So what advice do you have for students who are hesitant to do a study abroad program or that haven't gone abroad yet?
If you have the opportunity, definitely go abroad. Don't be scared of being outside of your comfort zone. Also, don't be afraid of how you're gonna pay for it, because that was something that scared me. There's lots of scholarships and financial aid that can be really helpful. Also, once you get back from abroad, don't forget the experiences that you had while you were there. I know that it's hard to transition back and get back into the hustle and bustle of your university life back in America, and sometimes it's hard to remember all the fun times that you had abroad. So maybe journal or keep pictures or something, and just really never forget how refreshing it was when you come back from being abroad.
Great, thank you.